Any minute. Yeah, I'm
Yes.
starting.
Fine. Okay. So for this, no, for this gateway services, we will requiring one new server. Okay. This is GWT. Okay. I will share you the details of this. Okay. So this is the details. After this meeting also, I will ping this in our group. Okay. So GWT service is required. Okay. And the user and password will be this GW user and password will be this Maven12345. Okay. So I will share that as well. Wait. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, so for the gateway, no, few intro things. Okay, today will be the intro class only, so I will not take much time. Okay, so what is the OData and gateway services? Okay, so OData and gateway services are these essential components for enabling communication between SAP system and external applications such as web, mobile, or third-party systems. Okay, so this OData or gateway is like a middleware thing, okay, which integrates the backend from the front end. Okay, so this is the middle layer. Okay, so in this, what is OData? OData stands for Open Data Protocol. Okay, it is a RESTful API standard. Okay, that allows access to SAP data using a uniform protocol. What is RESTful? RESTful meaning that it can use HTTP methods such as get, post, put, delete. Have you guys know this? Get, post, put. If you are familiar with the JS.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, so these are the HTTP method which we use in the RESTful API. Okay. So similar things, OData also carries that, and it supports operations like CRUD operation, create, read, update, and delete. Okay. So SAP uses OData to expose the data in a particular structured way, making it easy to integrate with various front-end applications. Okay. So whatever web application we will be building, all of these functionalities will be considered in the APIs, and this OData is handled by the SAP only. Okay. So what are the key features of this OData? These are REST-based protocol using the HTTP methods like get, post, put, delete. Okay. This also supports query operations like $filter, $select, expand, order by, top, skip. Okay. So this whatever this other REST-based protocol use, similar things this also supports. Okay. So this is metadata driven. So whenever we will be creating an entity or any of the structures, it will automatically generate metadata for that particular services. Okay. And it is platform independent. It can be consumed by any of the third party application, whether it is a web app or a Fury application or a mobile application. Okay. So it can be used anywhere. Okay. So what are the usages of OData? So usage is like in the SAP Fiori applications, we can use OData services. In external applications, we can integrate easily with SAP backend system through the OData. And we can also provide structured way to interact with SAP data using RESTful APIs. Okay, so this was all about the OData. Wait, why it is lagging? Okay, so this was all about the OData services. Okay, and what is gateway? Okay, so gateway is a component. Okay, gateway is a component that enables the management or the consumption of the OData services in SAP. Okay, so this is the component and this is the service. Okay, so these are two things. Okay, so in the SAP gateway, it helps us in designing and exposing the SAP business data, how the process will work. Okay, it enables us with security and authorizations. Okay, routing and caching. Okay, these are supported by SAP gateway. Multiple backend connectivity through for the connectivity of SAP gateway to other SAP systems. Okay, and the SAP NetWeaver gateway, which we will use in order to create our OData services. Okay, and how does the SAP gateway works? So in the service development, in the SEGW transaction code, we will create our package. Okay, sorry, not package, project, where we will be creating our entities and creating our APIs. Okay, so after that we have to activate and register our services, and thirdly we will be consuming our whatever API which we have created. Okay, so till here, any of the doubts, you can easily get in Google or other internet resources. Okay, so these were just a definition of what is the gateway and the OData services. Okay, I will share this note with you guys as well. Till here, any doubts? I believe no. You guys can speak up, right? If you have any doubts, even a yes or no will suffice. Okay, so yeah,
No, sir.
mainly. Okay, so mainly we'll be using SAGW, that is the gateway builder screen. Okay, so we'll come over here. We'll write this transaction SAGW. Okay, so this will open up this page. Okay, here we can create our gateway services. Okay, so from here you can see there is a create project. Okay, before that we must create our package in order to save the project. Okay, so we'll come to the SE. Okay, can anyone tell me for the package builder what T code we write? Any guesses, guys?
21.
Yeah. Okay, so in the SE21 we'll create our package. It's will be the same. Let's keep it like this. This is 25. We'll provide our description. Everyone has to create their own TR. Okay, so we'll create our TR. Uh, okay, so our package has been created. We'll check in SCAT. Okay, so our package has been created over here. Okay, so we'll come back to the SCGW. Okay, we'll create our project by clicking on this create project button. Okay, so this will be our gateway project. Okay, set DC25 underscore GW for gateway. I'm writing. You guys can write as per your whatever information you are providing. Okay, gateway project. Here we'll provide our package DC25. Okay, so it has been created over here. Okay, so inside this it consists of data model. Okay, here we are gonna create the entities and all. Here is the service implementations. Okay, what all services will be there, the runtime artifacts it will be generating, and it here is the service maintenance. Okay, so whatever we are gonna do, we're gonna do with the model for the creating entity, and in the runtime artifacts we are going to the workbenches where we can write our code. Okay, so at first what we will do, we'll just simply click on this generate button. Okay, so it will generate our runtime objects. Okay, after creating the packages, just click on this. It will ask for your TR, just provide yours. Okay, so you can see here are the model provider class. This is auto generated. Kindly don't change it. Okay, whatever the SAP is providing. Okay, so this will be your class extension name. This will be your base class for the model provider. And here is the data provider in which we will be changing our codes based on our entities. So this is the class name extension and this is the base class. Okay, so this is our model name and this is our service name. It is auto generated. Okay, after this click on continue, provide your package, save. Here, okay, so as you can see, this all the runtime objects were generated successfully. Now we can see here all this runtime effects artifacts are there. Okay, dpc, dpc ext, mpc, mpc ext, our model and the services. Okay, so everything has been generated till here. Any doubt?
I think I missed the first few minutes. Like, what? Why we're creating this gateway? Like,
We are creating gateway for consuming the APIs. Okay, for consumption of APIs, and APIs are used in the front end applications in order to provide any functionalities or to fetch or provide records, right? You know
okay,
API, right? What is an API?
yes,
Yes. So similarly in SAP, for consuming APIs and all, we have to create this gateway packages. Okay.
okay, okay.
So this has been created. Okay. After this, let once this is generated, no, we have to maintain a service, right? We have to maintain a service. For maintaining services, there is one T code. Okay, there is one T code like /o 20. So this is the T code. Okay, okay. Here the all the list of services will be generated. For our, we have to create one. Okay, so how to create one? We'll be going to just wait. Go back first. Otherwise it will select the wrong one.
Sir, can you go to the SEGW?
Yeah, wait 1 minute. Here, tell me.
Yeah. In the is here
Service
you are seeing the
maintenance.
service name. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Here also you can go and register and maintain, right? You are saying,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
Kosa?
yeah. In the messages are there, right?
Where?
In messages down.
In the
In
messages.
messages, you are seeing service GDC 25 GWSRV.
Mm.
That is the service name.
Yes, that is a service name. That is fine. That is fine. From over here, no, I am just saying that gonna add service. See, if we come from over here in the system alias, okay, if we press on get services, we'll be getting our service, okay, that service which was generated over here as Tusa also so, right? The services, okay. So it will be coming over here, okay. So we have to select this, okay, ZDCGWSRV, okay. Now click on this add selected service, okay. Click on this add selected service. So it will create one, okay. Just we have to provide your package assignment if it is not there, okay. So it will ask for package, so you can provide. In my case it didn't ask, it is automatically taken, so that's why I didn't provide it, okay. So, okay, same tr, okay, this copy it, okay, the service group name copy it because it will be used later. Okay, our services has been created. Okay, as we can see, right? ZDC previously it was not coming over here. Okay, so it came, and over here if we load metadata, so metadata is loaded successfully, and here now uh, an ICF node will be generated. Okay, so what is an ICF node? ICF node is a I believe interface communication or something like that, right? Wait, uh yeah, ICF is internet communication framework node. Okay, so it is used for configuring the entry with which our OData services will be accessible via URL. Okay, so whenever we will provide an URL, so that URL can be accessed by any web browser or postman via or in the SAP only. Okay, so in order to access those URL, this ICF node needs to be activated. Okay, in your case this might be not active. Okay, you can see the green button over here. This green button will not be there, it will be completely grayed out. So what you have to do, you have to select, and from this ICF node we have to click this activate button. Okay, so this will be activated, right? Till here any doubt how we created a services and activated ICF node?
Can you repeat this part? Like how to create?
Which one? How to create service?
Yes, maintenance and service. Yes.
Okay. So for maintaining service, no, simply we have to come to this T code, right? IWFND main service. Okay. In this T code, this screen will appear over here. Click on add service. Okay. On clicking of add service, provide system alias. Okay. System alias will be local only. Okay. Then click on get services. Okay. Once you click on get services, your service will be loaded over here. Okay, currently it won't show because I have used this, so it will be loaded over here. Just click on that, then click on add selected services. Okay, so it will generate this service. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Okay, so after that this ICF node will be visible over here and it will be grayed out, so you have to activate this. Okay, so ICF node is needs to be activated in order to make our URLs accessible by via the browser or SAP or any other third party services. Okay, so this ICF node needs to be activated. After that it will ask for adding a system alias. Currently it is showing for me. Okay, but we have in your case it might not be visible over here, so we have to create a system alias. How to create one? So click it over here, add system alias. Okay, so if this is not available, okay, you have to provide this in the new entry. Click on new entry, provide this doc identifier which I copied from there, right? While creating service, you remember I copied this. Okay, so you have to copy this, paste it over here, then in the SAP system alias provide local, click on this default system and just save it. Okay, so it will automatically create an alias. Okay, so system alias needs to be created. What is the purpose for creating system alias? It is purpose is to decide where your OData service logic actually runs. Okay, so it is depending totally on the client. Okay, if we are in the different landscape, so at that particular time, all the time your alias needs to be there, present there. Okay, if suppose we are in the development server, and in the development server the alias is present. Okay, so whenever we will be hitting in the development Fury application, so this particular chunk of code and whatever records are there based on this particular client, okay, it will be fetched. Okay, but in the quality it will be another alias. Are you getting my point? Hello.
So this alias is only for this particular system. In
Yes, this
QA it is
particular system.
uh,
Yes, in
i-
QA,
in
this alias needs to be imported
from dev server.
from dev server. Yes. Okay. Okay. So once this is done, okay, once this is done, our client is ready, our alias is ready. Okay. We have to click on this SAP gateway client. Okay. It will open a new window. Okay. Over here, we can check our request. Okay. So whatever, this is the request URI. Okay. We have to provide our URL over here, and we have to check whether all the things are whatever API we have created, whether it is working properly or not. So this is the execution page. Okay. So over here, first thing we are gonna check is our metadata. Okay. So let us check whether our API this gateway which we have created, whether it is working properly or not. Okay. So in the metadata, we'll click on this get method only, and we're gonna execute. Okay, so as you can see, status code is 200. That means our metadata is loading and the gateway services which we have created is working properly. Is that fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is XML. You can also check in JSON as well. Okay, format JSON. Okay. Okay. So this will now convert it into a JSON method. Sorry, JSON format. Okay. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Wait. Bad request is coming. Why? Render action. Oh. Okay. Uh, something. I believe in the metadata, the system query options are not allowed. That's why. Okay, fine. We can test it with our entities as well. No issue with that. Anyway, so that is fine. Okay, so we are gonna move on to how to create an entity. Okay. Till here and no doubts, right? Anyway, it showed me the JSON format, but it was not loading. Guys, still here any doubts? Are we gonna move forward?
No doubt, sir.
Okay, fine. Uh, okay, then we are gonna create our dictionary object structure only. Okay. Okay, so we have created our table and structure. Okay. Okay. So we are gonna create our entity. Okay. So how to create an entity? We'll go to SEGW page only. Over here in the data model, we'll right click. Okay. We'll right click and we'll go to import. Okay. Here you can see DDIC structure. Okay. So we'll click over here. We have to write our entity name. Okay. And it should be always in the camel case. Okay. So camel case will be like this. Okay. If you are going to start another word, okay, suppose let's say details. Okay, so it should be like this. D should be capital, after that again followed by the small letters. Okay, so like this we have to provide our entity name. This is our naming convention. Okay, is it clear? So I'm not gonna use this till employee. I'm keeping, and in the web structure we have to provide the structure which we have created. Structure was DC 25 SMP. Okay, click. I should be checked only. Create default entity set. Then click on next. Okay, whatever fields you want in your entity, you should keep it from over here. By clicking on this parent one, it will auto select all of the properties which are there in this particular structure. Okay, after this click on next. Okay, we have to select one key for this particular entity. So employee ID we are keeping as a key. Okay, then finish. Okay, once this entity type is imported, we have to again generate it. Okay, so runtime object needs to be generated every time if we are making any changes in our gateway project. Okay, so runtime objects are generated. Okay, so now in the dpcxt we'll go. Okay, so this dpcxt will look like this. Okay, so these are all predefined methods, okay, which we are going to redefine as per our requirement. Okay, and these are some additional one which we created. Okay, so our entity was this, right? Go back first. So as you can see in the data model, our entity is this employee, right, which we have created. Okay, so in this employee, what all things are there? Employee ID and employee name, right? So with this entity, automatically an entity set is also been generated, which is a employee set. Okay, so this is the entity and this is the entity set. Okay, it will store a single, it is like a structure and it is like a table type. Okay, it will store a single value and it will store multiple values. Okay, a set is required in order to call an API. Okay, a single entity can't call. Okay, every time we have to call an entity set only. Okay, whenever we will be hitting our APIs, no, we are going to call our entity sets. Okay, not entity. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and okay, once this is created, okay, so after this in the dpc ext, this five methods will be shown over there. Okay, which is of the employee set. Okay, so this employee set entity set was there. This five: create entity, delete, get entity set, and update entity will be created. As I said, na, this follows CRUD. CRUD operations can be handled in our OData services, right? So this CRUD operation consists of this create, read. Read is the get entity, and if multiple values is required, then get entity set, then read, then update entity, and as well as delete entity. Okay, so these all methods we are going to redefine. Okay, we are going to redefine and we can check how to fetch data from the database table, how to update any data, how to create a new data, how to delete any data, okay, using this API services. Fine. So when we will again load this metadata, no, okay, you can see an additional entity will be present over here. Okay, if I just click on execute again, so you can see now a new employee entity has been generated over here. Okay, and what is consist? It consists of this property like EMP ID. Okay, and this EMP name. This was the key actually. That's why the key has been mentioned over here. And there were two properties, EMP ID and EMP name. Okay, what was their type? This was of EDM int, and this was of EDM string type. So these all are generated over here in the metadata. Okay. So this is how you can check whether you are whenever you create an entity, and you can check easily in the metadata like whether it was properly updated or not. Okay, fine. And in the entity sets also it will be present over there, but no data because we haven't redefined any of this. That's why. So this redefinition is not done. That's why it is not saying that not implemented in the data provider. Okay, so this is the data provider class DPC. Okay. Till here, everything is clear, or any doubts? How to create an entity, how to create a gateway project, how to maintain service?
No.
Fine.
Can you
Okay.
tell me the
Huh.
processes like first of all we have to create the gateway, then after then like one by one process, like what are the things we have to.
Yeah. Okay. So first thing is that you have to create your package first. Okay. Create a package first. Okay. So after creating a package, you have to come to this gateway builder screen. Okay. So this is the gateway builder screen. Here you have to create your project. Okay, whatever gateway project you are going to create. After that, once the gateway project has been created, you have to generate the runtime objects. Okay, so runtime object needs to be generated. Once all the runtime artifact is generated, okay, you have to go to maintain service screen. Okay, so maintain service screen is this only. Okay, over here you have to click on add services. Okay, when you add services is there, in this page you have to click on this get services. All the service will be loaded which are not used. Among those, your service will appear, okay, which you have created. That needs to be selected. After selecting, click add selected services. Your services will be created and it will be shown in this particular service catalog. Okay, so in this service catalog, when this is created, you have to just click on it. Okay, I mean select on it, then click on load metadata. Okay, after that, over here one ICF node will be generated. This ICF node you needs to it needs to be activated. If it is not activated, then you have to activate it. After that, you have to create a system alias if it is not available in your system. Okay, so you have to create your system alias by clicking on this. Okay, in the new entry, you have to provide your service group which you have created. Okay, and you have to provide the local alias name which will be local only, and you have to click on this default system and then click on save. Okay, so automatically this technical service name and external service name will be generated. Okay, after this, alias is also done. After aliasing is done, click on this SAP gateway client in order to check your gateway services whether it is working or it is accessible or not. Okay, so this page will open up. After this page, go to this add URI option. The first thing you are going to check is the metadata. Okay, so click on this metadata. Okay, once the metadata is there, keep this on the get method only. Okay, we want to get the details, that's why click on this get and then simply execute. Okay, so when you will execute, if the status code is 200, that means your metadata has been loaded successfully and your gateway service is working fine. If it is 400 or 404 or 500, then you have to check what the error will be generated over here only. Then as per whatever the error is there, you have to fix it and then again you have to check it. Okay, so once this 200 is done, the the final will be how to create your entities. Okay, so for creating entity, go to your package, create a structure. Okay, create a structure, then come again to this SAGW. In the data model, either you can create manually over here, no structure required, or you can import it directly from the DDIC. Okay, so we have created our DDIC structure, so that way uh, we have used this importing method and this DDIC structure over here. Provide your entity name, whatever structure you have created, provide that structure name, and then select whatever fields are required and what all the key you should be maintaining, and then finish, and then again generate the runtime objects. Once these are done, check in your data provider class extension that whether for that particular entity set it all the methods are available or not. If it is not, then you will obviously get error while generating the runtime object only. Okay. Is it fine?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other doubts? Because for today only this much needs to be taught. This was just intro only. From the next class, we are gonna see how to implement our get entity class. We are gonna see how to get, create, and much more things.
Yes, sir. So we have used structure in this,
Hmm.
but we also made na database also. How we use that?
Uh, I just created database because I want to store data when we will work with the create entity. No, that's why I
So
just create
create.
beforehand only. I just created beforehand only. So with the help of structure, we can import the DDIC. No issue. Okay.
So
And you are asking me na that was the purpose of creating table. That
yes,
is what
yes.
you, I
Hmm.
just created it beforehand because yeah, anyway I was creating the structure. No, that's why I just beforehand created the table. So if we are gonna proceed with the get entity, no, I will fill up with the datas and all, and we can see it. Right.
So
If you
in this
want to
also.
show me, then I can show you now only if you. Okay, fine. Wait, I will show you the get entity set. Okay, so okay, this is in display mode. Come to the change mode. Get entity set. We are gonna redefine. Okay, so this is the redefinition button. Okay, click on this. It's gonna redefine. Okay, so this is a simple logic which I have written. Okay, so we are just selecting all the records from this EMP table which I created, okay, into this LT EMP, and we are just moving this LT EMP to this ET entity set. Okay, so what is this ET entity set? This is the parameter which we are gonna get in our response. Okay, so this is the response parameter, ET entity set. Okay, which is of type TT employee. So this is auto generated as well whenever we are creating an entity set. No, so this is also get auto generated. So where this is located, so this is located in our model class. Okay, so if we go to model class over here, okay, and if we go to this define and come to the public section, you can see this TS employee was auto generated because we have provided our structure, right? CDC25 as employee while creating our this employee, right, employee entity. Okay, so automatically when employee was created, a table type is also getting created. Okay, sorry, till here. Okay, so what is TT employee? It is just a standard table of TS employee. Okay, so this TT employee is being used over here, as you can see. If you go back in the signature, you can see this TT employee has been used. Okay, so my purpose for creating this database was to just insert few datas and show you guys in the upcoming lectures. Wait, sorry, go back. For the timing, I'm just taking 3 entries, okay? And yeah, over here. Okay. So over here, we'll gonna remove this metadata. Okay. Okay, wait. Before that, I'm going to load my metadata again. Okay. Till here, any doubts? What I did? No, sir. No, right? So this simple I have created, fetch the records and moved it to the export parameter, okay, which is this ET entity set. Okay, after this, when I come to my SAP gateway screen over here, simply I will just get this entity sets, okay, and what I used this get entity set, okay, employee set get entity set from this dpcext, right? So this get entity set which I redefined, it will be only be accessed when we are going to hit the API for this get method and all entries when I am passing all the entries. Okay, as you can see, I have not provided any additional key or something. So for all the entries when I am asking from my API, so it will be hitting this. Okay, if I wanted a single entity, so it will hit that. So this was not implemented. Okay, I still didn't implemented it. Okay, so for single entity, sorry, for single record, we are going to redefine this get entity, and for multiple entries, we are going to redefine get entity set. Okay, similarly, for creating, we are going to redefine create entity. For deleting, we are going to use delete entity, and for updating, we are going to redefine this update entity. Okay, so as you can see, I have just redefined
Sorry,
this. Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Can you please again explain the get entity and get entity set?
Okay. So whenever from our URL, okay, when we require multiple data, okay, in order to fetch, Okay, fetch multiple records from a particular API. Okay, so in that time we use get entity set. Okay, and if I want to get only one specific record, okay, only one specific record, at that time we use this get entity. Okay, this is for single record and this is for multiple record. Okay,
Okay, okay, yes.
okay, and this create is for creating, delete is for deleting, and update is for updating. Okay, so these are also based on this http method calls. Okay, if I instead of get, if I click on put, it will be expecting me to redefine this update entity, but it is not redefined yet. Okay, so based on this method call also, these methods are accessed. Okay, so simply I have just selecting on this get, and I have provided our employee set, and now we are just going to execute. Okay, here we will allow format JSON. Okay, as you can see, we got our record, right? Employee ID 1, employee ID 2, and employee ID 3. Fine.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so till here no confusions, right? Right, guys, no confusion now.
No.
Okay. Okay, so in the upcoming class, we are going to see how this create entity works, how a single record needs to be fetched. Okay, how update and delete, okay, is gonna work. Okay, we'll see in the next session. Okay, so I will share the notes, and also I will share one blog. In that blog particularly, there will be a step-by-step lesson how to create a create a gateway project from scratch. Okay, fine, and this notes I will share with you guys. Okay, I believe no doubts are there. If you have any question, you can ask now, or we can conclude this. Any question, guys?
No, no, sir.
No. Apart from Vardhan, anyone, any questions? No, right? I believe that everyone is clear with the topic. If not, guys, easily practice, go through the recordings. Okay, and yeah, just create one. Today's task will be like that only. Create your own project. Use your own TRs as well, and if still get entity set is not possible with you, just try to load the metadata only. Okay, just be ready with your metadata. Anyway, we are going to continue tomorrow with the get entity set. Again, I will cover it. Okay, so till metadata, just create your own project. Okay, and check whether it is loading or not. And if you face doubt, then yeah, you can reach out to us.
Okay.
Oh,
Guys,
okay
before
then.
we end the session, have you guys configured the Postman?
Yes,
Install.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Everyone or anyone pending? Okay, fine, fine. Just wanted to confirm. Yeah. Yes, sir. We can conclude.
Okay. Okay. Anything you would like to add? I mean, Posa.
Nothing from this.
Okay. Okay. Okay, then. Yeah, guys. If no doubts, no concerns, we can wrap up this call. And yeah, from tomorrow usual timing will be there from 10:30 we can join. Okay. Okay. Thanks for your time, guys. It was, actually, this time was not prepared for you also. So I'm sorry for this 4 o'clock timing, but it was just for today only. Okay.
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 Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.